Hi, my name is Aziza Rodriguez, and I am super excited to be part of the Bold Blind Beauties blog for this month. My service dog Marta is walking away. She's like, I wasn't part of this. I'm 29 and I live in Denver. I work as a respite and personal care provider, mostly for little ones with different disabilities. Um, it's it's really fun. I learn a lot of stuff. I'm able, as a blind person, to be a role model for not only the little ones but their parents, to show them that independence and maybe jobs that people wouldn't normally think someone with a disability could do are possible. So it's really great. Um, a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Southern California. I was adopted, so everything that I've learned and been able to accomplish in my life is due to my mama. Hi, mama. And I'm just so grateful for her giving me the outlook that I could try anything and do anything, and that's a big part of why I'm able to do the job that I do now. A couple other things. I moved to Denver about 6 years ago. No, 8 years ago. My service dog is 11 years old. She came from Guide Dogs for the Blind, and she's given me a lot of confidence in my travel and just being able to get out and do the things I love to do. So, some other stuff that I am involved in. I serve on the Denver's Mayor's Youth Commission, which is where adults help youth to meet the goals that they set for themselves to change things they see wrong in their community. So making changes in their schools, in their neighborhoods. It's really moving to see youth taking an interest in their future and in the lives of their fellow youth. And it's also really an honor to serve and give them a disabled perspective, and to be able to teach them a little bit about what inclusivity and accessibility looks like, because that isn't something that is talked about openly by everyone, and it should be. So, saying, hey, while you're looking at this project, why don't we talk about how to make sure this information is disseminated in an accessible format? Or, while you're targeting your target audience, why don't you remember to include your disabled classmates and peers? So that's really important to me. I really enjoy to travel and to read. That's kind of how I spend my free time, looking into small businesses and fun things that we find around Denver. It's a really fun place. You will always find something to do, unless it's blizzarding, then you do nothing. I have a YouTube channel. It's a fledgling channel, so if you head over, please be kind. It's called The Blind Take, and I do unboxing videos of different subscription boxes and products that I receive. It's really interesting to be able to give a perspective of a blind consumer. How am I using these products? How do I identify these products, label these products, and to be able to give companies this kind of feedback, because it's really important. And beauty and self-care and home decor, all of these things are things that blind people and all disabled people have interests in as well, so they should be accessible, and that's why I started my channel. Some of my personal goals, I want to further my work with the disabled community. So one thing that I'm looking into is the concept of becoming a CNA. which I actually recently got in touch with a blind person who is one, so that's pretty exciting because it's been difficult to find information about how that would be possible. And I'm also playing with the idea of a podcast and or a blog. So if you're interested, you can check out the Blind Take, which is where I would announce anything that came of either of those ideas. The blog would probably just be about my travels and my experiences in the world with a service dog as a blind female. And the podcast that I'm toying with is more of an advice column from a disability perspective. So that's a little bit about me. I want to once again thank Bold Buying Beauty for this opportunity and my girl Natalie for nominating me. If you don't know Natalie, you should go check out her podcast, Fashionably Tardy. It's amazing because fashion and beauty and things of that nature are things that we should have access to. And so spreading the word and the accessibility options and the people who are interested in making that possible is a goal and a cause that I'm super behind. And you should be too, so go check them out.